Tell me, minion, why did you fail to retrieve the ring?
I didn't do it, he did it.
Well, Master, I must say, you did not specify which ring, so it's really not my fault that I...
Silence. Not only did you bring the wrong ring, you lost it too. What happened?
You need to understand, boss. There was some people there, and they were stronger. Not as strong as me, but they were strong. There were many of them. I promise next time I'll bring...
There won't be a next time. You there, Kobold. You were hired to keep the ring safe. How did you lose it?
Okay, well listen, the thing was, I am only a very small kobold and I have no money, so you can imagine how stressed I am. And then this ring, it rolled out of my hand and accidentally into the river. Please forgive me.
Hey Flumphs, welcome to our first Community Spotlight, a short interview with some of my favorite people. We had a lot of wonderful people join the Flumphs recently, and I see no reason to keep them all to myself. So I've compiled a set of questions and interviewed each of them. This is a compilation of the best few, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Flumphs, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Niffer. I'm on Twitter and basically everywhere is at NifferNiff. I do a lot of crafting and art and stuff, and I'm in a lot of people's games because I'm fun or something.
I am Zihi Engels. I'm currently 24 years old and I live in Belgium. You can find me on Instagram mostly, where I post my work, as I am an aspiring miniature painter.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm Moxie Swagger on Twitter. I turn random gifts into D&D content there. I'm also a writer of fantasy and sci-fi, but all of my books are trapped in my head. I play D&D as often as I can. We also play Edge of the Empire, and I've played Vampire the Masquerade for nearly 20 years.
My name is Karo. I'm from Israel. I'm a tabletop gamer and a LARPer. You can find me in my mother's basement most of the time, like every single day.
What's an ideal session for you?
An ideal session for me is pizza in my mouth and barely surviving a deadly encounter.
Start early, finish late.
Good players, good snacks.
So one of the player's handbook classes has to go. Which one is it?
Paladins. I don't know, I just don't like them. Mechanically, they're just like clerics light.
Oh, you're trying to get me in trouble. Sorcerer? I feel like saying fighter is a cop-out. And I feel bad for wizards, right? Because they study and study and they rake over the coals, and then this guy turns up and he goes, I do magic because I'm naturally gifted at it. What? I knew kids like that in school. Some of us have to study.
It's the bard. The bard needs to go. Okay? Look at me. I play the flute and things happen. These guys. God.
What's the silliest character you've ever played?
I'll go with Taric Glitterson, which is the last character I've played. One day he went outside at night and came in confrontation with the goddess of beauty, and ever since then he was aspiring to be the most beautiful thing in the world and to find the most beautiful thing in the world. Basically Taric from League of Legends, right? But it's like Armor of the Fifth Age Taric of League of Legends. Like, it was very funny.
Oh, it's my love, my treat. I love her so much. I love that gribbly little kobold, and I want to play her all the time.
Best one-line advice for new players.
Don't be afraid to grab a friend and try risks together. You have something to contribute and it's worth discovering, and a friend can make you feel more comfortable and safe about doing that.
Don't stick your hand into a bag of holding before the wizard identifies it.
What's your favorite NPC you made or encountered?
Cedric, an old human artificer that builds useless magic items. One example is a bigger knife as a magical item. This knife feels he needs to be the biggest knife in the room. So every time he is in the room and someone else draw a knife, a sword, it will grow longer to outmatch that one. And it gives +1 to intimidate.
She was a bog, like a very old, wretched witch who lived in a tree and kidnapped children from the nearby village. But in said village, there was also a bar, and turns out that the person who stood behind the bar was actually her, but donned in a disguise. And one of my team members started flirting with her and without us even noticing, she was putting him under her spell. And so when it came to the final boss battle, she was standing there as in her full witch form, not her barmaid form. But our team member was so hooked on her spell that he only saw her as the beauty she was. So he was constantly trying to disrupt us from attacking her, which was a very fun sequence, to be honest. It was a really cool dynamic in the story.
Role-playing or combat?
Role-playing.
Roleplay.
I would say roleplay hands down every time, but I have come to a healthy respect for a well-driven fight.
Role-playing combat. Bamboozle!
XP or milestone?
XP, but it's really, really hard to pull it off.
Milestone.
Milestones.
Milestone.
Well, tell me about an epic moment that you had in a game.
The most epic one that I can think of happened like a couple weeks ago. I was playing a war cleric, and we were like defending our little settlement against monsters from the woods. On the off chance that it worked, I did a Hail Mary and was like, "Hey Dee Dee, wanna help me out?" I ended up getting a ring that was an uncanny dodge reaction that I could use for myself or somebody next to me. And then the like monsters had scaled the barricades and were like coming for us, and I just like cast Warning Bond on the warlock. So I was like, okay, you have damage resistance and your AC is up. And so this big bad comes by and the DM's like, okay, here comes 3 attacks. 1 on the lovable NPC, 1 on the warlock, 1 on you. Lovable NPC gets crit. And I'm just like, I used the uncanny dodge ring. No, not a crit. And that saved his life. He would have been insta-killed. Second hit is a hit on the warlock, except no, because I bumped their AC, so no, you missed. And then third attack missed me, and then it's my turn, and I'm like, okay, I have spiritual weapon, it just comes in from behind me and whacks him. Then I inflict wounds, I crit, and then I killed him in like 1 action. It was so good.
What are your top 3 attributes? Like D&D attributes?
Constitution would be the highest, following wisdom and then strength.
Not constitution.
Intelligence, dexterity, and charisma.
Charisma? Yeah. Constitution, I'm Irish. It wouldn't be dexterity, I can fall over my own feet. Maybe wisdom, I'm quite wise. I'm sage, I'm an elder millennial,
If you could travel to any location in any RPG world, where would it be?
Neverwinter. I just want to go there. Why is it so bad? Okay, we'll do a tour. We'll do Neverwinter, we'll do Ferelden, and we'll do space. The Normandy, Mass Effect. Space. Space. They were hugely influential on my whole RPG career.
Ferelden is a wonderful choice.
I mean, it would be kind of an awkward tour if someone was with me. I would be like, and here's where I kissed Alistair for the first time. This is the most important place in Ferelden. Like, what about when you kill the archdemon?
If you could have any cantrip, which cantrip would it be?
So I'm a preschool teacher, and so just out of sheer utility, prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, because it's fun to say.
The obvious is prestidigitation or mage hand, but I would go with produce flame. I need some damaging cantrips.
So you could go just burning people around.
If they come at me, okay, if they come at me, bro, I'll like...
What's the favorite weapon of any PC you have?
When I was playing Taric Glitterson, my game master awarded me a mace. The mace was infused with magic and it would absorb the blood of the enemies I kill with it, which is quite a pickle for me because I'm beautiful and I would like to see that I am beautiful. So after every battle, I would actually religiously clean the mace up until it reshone my reflection and I could see myself in it. But because it absorbs the blood, it became harder and harder over time. So I just lost interest and just left it somewhere. But I did enjoy that weapon the most.
What's your favorite monster?
I go with a plain old skeleton. Nothing says beginning of an adventure as whacking a skeleton back into its grave. That's, yeah.
All of them, they're so cute. I really like Flumphs because they're really cute and just like bloop, 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 and just different colors and stuff. I have a homebrew bard that has a pet Flumph, and it's the best.
And when they turn upside down, they get stunned.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Dire Hydra.
Dire Hydra.
Yes.
What is a dire Hydra?
You have a Hydra that starts with 3 heads, I think, in 5th edition or 5. And every time you slay it, but it does, you can nuke it very fast. So you take a Hydra, you put the Dire title on it. So it's gargantuan instead of huge. It had 7 heads. It had spikes everywhere. Man, Dire Hydra, come on.
Dire Hydra. I dig that. Let's go. Your next encounter is Dire Hydra.
Yeah, boy! Fucking bring it!
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos like this one in the future. And if you want to join the Battle Flumphs, you can find the link to our Discord channel in the description below. Until next time, friends, you are awesome, keep being awesome, and I'll see you beyond the screen.